Is golf a stress release for you in the same way, Matt, is football a release from the golf for you?
100% for me. Yeah, it's the only time where the phone gets turned off, and it does get turned off, and I get the ump with whoever I'm playing with if they start obviously or taking calls. So it does, yeah. It's a huge one for me, and a great opportunity because there's not many times that, as my missus says, you've got footballs in your coconut. So I'm on a different planet to her, and maybe other things that happen in real life.
And what about you, Matt? How big a part does the football play? Especially football's going on at the weekend quite often when you're playing.
Yeah, football's more important. It's it's not just since Chris has been manager and we've started doing well. I've had I had a season ticket since I was about 4 years old. So football from my dad. I played it when I was younger. It's always been it was always probably the main sport when I was a lot younger. And then once I got a bit older, I just started taking up golf, and my dad played golf as well. So it's nice to have something away from the golf, to be honest, that does that I can concentrate on.
You do a lot of travelling, so how do you follow the games?
Sky Sports, big thanks to you guys, obviously. But no, nowadays, particularly this year with Premier League, it's everywhere. So it's a great thing. I've spent a lot of time in the States this year, and wake up in the morning and all the games are on. You can pick and choose what you want to watch. So to have that, it's ideal.
Now you're in the Premier League. Does it give you a little bit more time to play golf, because it's not quite as frantic in terms of the fixtures as the Championship?
Well, there's international break every bloody week, isn't there?
I'm working.
It's so annoying.
I'm working through that little period. It does actually. Yeah, it does. Championship's a brilliant league, but I think everybody involved in the Championship will tell you how relentless it is. And Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday afternoon, Saturday tea time, all these weird and wonderful times that you played in the Championship. As I said, it was a brilliant division. But obviously now, we have, since we got into the Championship, international breaks, which gives you a little bit of time to get the clubs out, and especially when the games are usually a full week's preparation allows you to, if weather permitting, because obviously being up here it gets quite severe and the wind blows. But no, it gives us more of an opportunity to get out.
And Chris was a visitor. He watched you at the Italian Open. Was that a surprise to see him there in the crowd?
No, obviously, it was great. He let me know that he was looking to sort of come out for the weekend, and wondered if I
In
could.
other words, I wanted some free tickets.
Yeah.
I wanted to get up close and personal.
It's all right. It's a two-way street. He's looked after me plenty of times. He let me know that he was coming, and then obviously, sorted the tickets out, and to see him there on Sunday was, for me it was great.
From my point of view, watching it, players after preparation before a game, and they go into battle for 95 minutes. Matt's had to do it over 4 days, and as he said afterwards, one shot what he put out of bounds, that could have happened on Thursday morning, but to shoot 15 under for 4 rounds of golf is just incredible, and obviously so he's a top player in a ultimately very, very difficult sport.
Can you learn from golf the way that they approach it, the pressure, the mental side of it? Are there any sort of lessons you can take?
Yeah, there is definitely. Yeah, from a discipline point of view, from a decision making point of view. I suppose things that'll go through his head in terms of when he possibly needs to consolidate, making the right decision to, right, it's my time, I need to go for this now. So I think there's for me, ultimately, golf is the hardest sport of any sport ever. The amount of things that come into mind and come into from a mentality point of view, timing, ball striking, decision making, everything. For me, it's the ultimate sport. But the biggest one of the biggest things I should imagine that sort of separates the really good players from the top players is the mentality point of view, keeping calm under pressure, and certainly for Matt to get into the position that he is and will go on to, that is a huge part, I should imagine, of his game, not just having natural ability, but from the mentality point of view.
Do you two have a common ground in terms of, you're both Sheffield lads, you've both risen to the top of your respective sports, you've got this pressure, this media scrutiny. Is there a common ground there in the fact that you're both dealing with similar things?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. I'd probably say, for me, probably a little less so. You know, I wouldn't say, I would say I've been very lucky. I wouldn't say I really come under much media scrutiny, you know, why is he bottling it again or anything like that, you know, in comparison to, say, Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, or all those kind of guys. But, you know, certainly, I mean, not to speak for Chris, but Sheffield United, it's they've always been put down for just a Route 1 team, and, you know, obviously I know that's not the case, and people who watch them week out know that's not the case, but, you know, it's obviously Chris likes to make sure everyone knows that that they are wrong, that they're wrong, and they need to come and watch us.
Obviously, Matt's a Sheffield United fan. You two have become friends. Would you be friends with him if he was a Sheffield Wednesday fan, Chris?
No.
That's absolutely no chance.
No. Oh, listen, there's a lot of rivalry goes on in this city, and there's a lot of banter. Even at the golf club, you know, split 50-50 Sheffield United fans and Sheffield Wednesday fans. But you know, I think we're all after the same thing. We all want our team to do well. But it's a huge sporting city on many fronts, not just from a football point of view. I think, you know, Michael Vaughan's obviously a huge Sheffield Wednesday fan who went to the same school as me, and has played golf with Matt as well. So, you know, I think we all have our little say on the matter, and we all want our team to do well. And thankfully, at this particular moment, it's our time, and we have to make sure that that continues by doing as well and keeping the standards going.
Do you ever get starstruck when you at these golf events, you see some of the big stars, and the same for you when you're around the likes of Chris and the Sheffield United players? Is that a bigger deal for you than maybe being around the likes of Rory McIlroy these days? Yeah,
definitely, yeah. Yeah, definitely. No offence to Rory, but like I say, you know, I see him most weeks, and you know, he's a good friend that I can have a regular conversation with. You know, the lads who play football, it's you know, take the likes of Billy Sharp and Jagielka, both lads that I watched from when I was a lot younger, when they played for United, and you know, never even, you know, thought that I would ever meet them or be playing golf with them or anything like that. So, you know, to be able to do that now is is pretty cool.
He has come to it. Yeah, we have had him in the kit and for a training session as well.
Was he any good?
Well,
he didn't watch.
I didn't watch. I just went over and did something else. But no, the boys have a game of head tennis before they start the warm up. So Matt was involved in that, and then went over and got involved with the goalkeeping training as well. So that was a little insight.
Yeah.
But I know our boys have got a huge amount of respect for Matt as well. Like I said, the likes of Sharpie and Phil, they love the golf as well. So the majority of the time he's on a Monday morning talking about how Fitzy did over the weekend.
You spent a lot of time, obviously, playing across Europe. Sheffield United, Europa League. Would that fit in with you next season if the Blades were in Europe?
I don't think Europa League's the one, really. I think Champions League is... no, I mean, you know, it's been a fantastic start. It's a little strange talking about how good it's been with the manager sat right next to you, you know, but no one can take it away from him. It's been brilliant, and they've been great to watch so far this season, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure I have every faith that it'll continue.
Can we put you on the spot here? If Chris can get Sheffield United into the Champions League, this season. Will you come out in your kit as a mascot next
Can
season?
do whatever he wants me to do. I'll be doing it. Yeah.
I think a double for me this year would like Fitzy to win a major and us to be playing Premier League football next year. I'll take that.
That'd be good.
I'll take that scenario.
That's a good deal. Yeah.